Alright, we are on campus. We gonna come for Drew's money. What's that, the debt collector? Oh, it's for drug money. Is that something else then? I don't know what it's called. I'm not into the drug lingo.
Didn't think I'd be back this soon.
Really? But we're here. And we're
Well,
queer.
here goes nothing.
Let's do it. Is that Steph? Hi, Steph. Oh, Rachel. Back at the school yet again. They've got some tents for dressing rooms. What are you up to? I'm here too, actually, running an errand for my dealer. Oh, really? So bad. Come see me when you're done? Yeah, for sure. P.S. I saw that woman that your dad was with coming out of my dealer's RV. What? Apparently she's causing trouble for a lot of people or something. Her name's Sarah. Rachel. I think maybe I prefer not knowing her name. Oh, my bad. No, it's fine. See you soon. Alright, and then this. Still May 8th, right? Yeah, May. 2010. Max, how do you know when it's time to take a relationship to the next level? I'm talking about my drug dealer, Frank, of course. He wants me to do a job for him picking up money from Drew North. You know Drew, Blackwell's premier jockstrap and now apparently oxy dealer. Dude's in pretty deep, it seems. But it should be an easy job, and besides, I could use the money from mine and Rachel's escape fund, which, speaking of Rachel, guess who's Skis Ball Dad's side piece I saw coming out of Frank's RV? I pressed Frank for info and learned that her name is Sarah, and she's only been around a couple weeks. Oh, and she loves the Droogs. Weird. Alright, off to make my triumphant return to Blackwell. At least I'm getting paid to go there this time. Chloe, the criminally awesome. Awesome. And cool. Alright, donation plaque.
What would I buy if I had enough money to build a whole dorm? Probably not a dorm.
No.
I should come hang around here during
Finals make everyone jealous. I thought you'd still talk.
Get into the dorms.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna walk on the wet concrete, though. Ooh. Oh, I was definitely not that in the middle, but I appreciate.
A new medium?
Wish you could see this in the other game, but I guess this is supposed to be the boys' dormitory. Oh, smart, don't use your finger. Abandon all hope or Tempest tossed. Let's do a homage to Rachel.
They're just too high risk.
Send these to the homeless. Tempest tossed away. Tread honestly.
I always knew that one day Miss Price would leave an indelible mark upon this school. Just... ugh.
Is anyone else interested in starting an interfaith discussion group? Open to anyone and everyone. We are Blackwell's greatest resources that celebrate and learn from each other. Looks like someone got rejected from the Vortex Club. Aw, that's sad. Oh, can I sit and have a moment of zen? Let's do it.
It doesn't feel different. I don't belong here anymore. It's not my school. I don't have a school. But nothing feels different. Everything still feels shitty. And here I am, about to break into the freaking dorm so I can steal money that Drew owes my drug dealer. This is gonna go great.
Alright, let's do it. Unless you have anything else to add, Chloe? No? Alright. Let's talk to Steph. I like Steph, if that wasn't made clear from True Colors.
Now that I'm gone, Steph might be the coolest person left at Blackwell.
You're
Besides
not gonna talk
Rachel.
about Rachel,
obviously.
Yeah. The coolest normal person. Rachel is beyond human.
Hey, Calamastia.
Surprised to see me on parole?
I told you Wells was out to get you. That text was a rare courtesy, by the way.
Yeah, I should have listened.
I don't normally get involved in other people's dumb decisions.
Thanks for trying, but skipping yesterday was totally worth it.
skipping with Rachel Amber does have an appeal.
Oh, I
Oh.
know it does.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing here?
I'm just picking up something from somebody. It's for a friend.
Now I'm really curious.
I bet.
What are you doing? What's all this stuff?
I'm prepping for the Tempest show tonight. I'm the stage manager.
Oh,
Nice.
right. I think I knew that.
You're obsessed with
Honestly, the show's really good. It's
Hayden
worth
taking your
seeing.
pens.
I'm sure it is.
Obviously, Rachel's fantastic, but everyone else is pretty impressive too. You get to see a totally different side of everyone, especially the guys.
Acting can open up a lot of parts of people that they don't feel that they should show normally. And they feel more comfortable because even if it's weird, the more you get a reaction, the better it is because no one wants to be bored.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Go on.
Like, Hayden's so annoying, but when he puts on that crown, he's actually very princely. And Nathan as Caliban, there's so much depth there.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Depth. Yeah, well, good luck with all of that. Maybe I'll see you later.
Oh, hey. I wanted to ask you something.
Ask away.
Shoot.
I've been planning to make a move on Rachel,
No,
but
no, no, you got Alex.
not if you two were together.
Just wait a bit. Wait a few years.
Make a move?
Your life's gonna suck.
Are you?
Uh,
And
I
then
mean,
it'll
that's
be better.
Rachel's business. Or maybe yours and Rachel's business. But if you feel comfortable telling me...
I feel completely comfortable telling you, Steph.
you think we're together?
You've been hanging out a lot, which I know might not mean anything, but I like to be extra careful about these things.
Aw.
I'm... I don't know. It's confusing.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
You ever want to talk to me, Chloe, you know you can, right?
I love you, Steph.
I'll see you later, Steph.
Have fun storming the castle.
Yep. I'm sorry about not having the chance to let you get with Rachel, but hey, Alex is waiting for you. She's in an orphanage right now, waiting to meet you.
I'll see you at the Tempest, right?
Yes.
Why, yes. Chloe, of course you may look through that.
Tobanga. Oh, did you find inspiration for the feathers in the costume? Oh, that's really cool.
Steph's really good at creating fantasy worlds. I can see why Mikey prefers them to his reality.
Exemplary work, Stephanie. Your creativity shines bright in the Milanese sun, Mr. Keaton. Did she paint those? The first one, the island, looks like it might be a photo. But it definitely looks like she picked it. Yeah, it's got her initials on the bottom one. And Miranda's outfit. For, is that Juliet? I can't remember. Caliban. That's gonna look cool. Ferdinand, all purple and purty. Ariel. And Prospera. And we've got Love is True. That's pretty. Can I talk to her about it or no?
I'll see you at the Tempest, right?
That's a no. Cool. Uh-huh.
Come on.
Evan's subject for the day. Better you than me, Bird.
Blackwell Academy.
Conserving water since... never. There's Evan. Putting his pretentious art above his sanity. As usual.
Listen, a lot of
Anyway,
artists...
That's kind of badass.
Yeah, I've seen, like, some of the best type of photographs are photos of photographers taking photos because you have to get to the weirdest angles to get that perfect shot sometimes. And, like, you have to be a contortionist, basically.
Shh.
Well, fine then. Jeez.
What are you doing here?
What
Aren't
are you
supposed to
being
be at
mean?
home
I don't know, that
thinking
wasn't a
over
sentence.
your endless list of questionable decisions?
Dude,
Why do you care about my questionable decisions?
It offends me when intelligence is wasted.
Oh,
Did Evan just call me intelligent? Damn straight. Wow. Evan looks really ridiculous.
I'm not mocking
Chloe?
him. He called me intelligent.
Uh-huh.
I've learned something about myself recently. Something that I think you might understand.
What?
I've learned that if I'm passionate about something, it's probably the right thing to care about. Forest fires, for example. You were the only person who signed my petition.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously signed it.
And you still made me feel kind of
That's
bad about it.
pretty sad. I'm a low bar.
Yeah.
But did you really expect people to care?
People are so eager to pass on responsibility to anyone else so that they can live comfortable, unworried, and ultimately meaningless lives.
Hey,
You see
meaningless
what
is
happened?
comfortable.
Looks like you were right. Go, Evan. You're a hero of the people.
A little
I
too
know you feel
sarcastic
like
there.
I do. About different things, I'm sure. But you only give a shit about what you give a shit about. I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're not supposed to be here. You should leave.
You should leave too. I feel like I'm gonna turn that sprinkler on. I have a memory of doing that, and not a very good reputation with it from the last game.
What are the chances that 200 years ago, some teenager got in trouble for carving faces all over the thing?
The thing. I love you, Chloe. It's not exactly how totems work, though. Takes a long time, and like the
Drew's
placement.
room definitely
Yes,
isn't
shut
this
up.
way.
I didn't know you'd actually let me go. The placement on the totem pole is actually important. I took a world religion class and a native religion studies class, but that was in high school, and it's been a while. But I do remember that much.
Samuel. Blackwell's resident creepy groundskeeper. Hey, Samuel. Keeping busy?
Always, Chloe Price.
Oh, the voice is
I
so
didn't
different.
think you'd be returning to these hallowed halls so soon.
Have you been possessed by a demon?
Neither did I.
I have the feeling it wasn't the books or bricks of Blackwell that led you back.
You have to have more
What?
breathiness to your
You're
voice.
here for someone,
It's
a
too deep.
special
I
someone,
don't
yes.
like it. I don't like it.
What do you think of Rachel Amber?
Rachel Amber is a dragon made of diamonds.
I don't even want to talk to him. It's just the voice is just. I mean, I
That's,
have absolutely.
Deep. Do you just make this shit up on the fly, or do you, like, write it down beforehand?
Are you angry all the time because you like the way it feels? Or is it merely a desperate defense against experiencing true intimacy with others?
I'm gonna pause right there before she responds because I just need to explain why I don't like this so much. I have nothing against the voice actor that they chose because they couldn't like get the actual Samuel voice actor on time. It's the fact that the character he's voicing does not suit his voice. I feel like I'm having a like deep theory talk with Kermit the Frog. I don't like it. Oh, she doesn't even respond.
Looking for Drew North.
Most look at Drew North and see only the athlete, but he is more than that.
Tell me
He
more,
is?
Kermit.
A great heart he has, with much love and no room for fear.
I've always thought he was kind of a bully.
He may be that too. No one is just one thing.
Please stop talking.
So,
Why do I continue to
what
encourage
about
it?
Elliot Hampton? Have you seen him recently?
I only see what Elliot wants me to see.
Okay.
Are we done?
Usually I can see both what people want me to see and what they want to keep hidden.
And, what do I want to keep hidden?
That you are lonely and afraid. It's okay not to be okay, Chloe Price.
That is a very
I've
true
gotta
quote.
go, man. It's been
Ugh.
real.
I often wonder what real is. Farewell, Chloe Price.
That is one word. You didn't have to put a space between it. Oh, I gotta sneeze so bad. Oh, thank you. Bless me. All right, how do I activate these sprinklers here? There's a squirrel statue.
Nice work, Samuel. Such a nice white door. Though, it feels like it's missing something. Doesn't it?
Yes,
Too
but I
bad I
need to.
can't tag it with Samuel standing right there.
Have to do something about that. Sorry. Can I scare the bird to get him to go away, or?
Blackwell Academy. Conserving water since never.
Okay, but we've already heard her say that. Is there another sprinkler? Oh my god, another sneeze is coming. Ah! Make it stop. Gah!
Evan's subject for the day. Better you than me, Bird. There's Evan, putting his pretentious art above his sanity, as usual.
Come on.
Yes, you said this. I'm sorry, I've been sneezing off mic. Ah! Ah! I don't understand. Oh, is it this thing maybe? No? How do I get Samuel away from there?
Samuel,
Yes.
Blackwell's
Resident
resident creepy groundskeeper.
Yeah, okay.
That's some intellectual shit, Samuel.
I guess so. The Pharosalia Chaos Theory by Dr. Tom M. PhD and Ignace Corvuscu, I'm assuming. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I don't know if I pronounce half the things I read right. I just guess most of the time. Can I please do the thingy with the thingy to get the thingy?
You shouldn't be on campus, Chloe.
You shouldn't be in front of the sprinkler. I remember that I have to do something with the sprinkler, but I have to get Evan to move so that the bird will go somewhere else. But it's not, yeah, it'll go over here so that Evan will leave the sprinkler alone. But why isn't it working? I don't want to just go into the campus because I feel like that's, oh, what's this? Blackwell Totem poster.
Max would have jumped on that photographer position.
Come on, write for Blackwell's oldest and only student newspaper. Apply for any of the following positions for fall 2010. Sports editor, graphics editor, staff reporters 3, staff photographers 2. Opinion editor, very competitive, application required. Congrats seniors, we will miss you. Yes, but how do I get the bird to do the thing with the thing? That's what I want to know. Is it just being dumb, or am I just being dumb? Are there any sprinkler things over here?
Steph's probably biased, but she does have taste. Maybe the show will be good.
Yeah, maybe. Welcome, sluts. Lovely. I thought it said suits. I don't know. I don't know. I want to do... But how? What do I do now? Do I go to the door and then... But if not... see if I go to the dorms and it's not supposed to be what I do and I miss this. Because there's no reason for this to happen in another spot, so why isn't it letting me do it now? I don't understand. Oh, but maybe it's locked. Maybe I don't have the key and I have to get Samuel to give me... I don't know, let's try. Okay, good, it's locked, so now I have to find a way to get the keys.
Looks like my options are become a master lockpicker or swipe someone's keys.
I got this.
Blackwell
No.
Academy. Conserving water since never.
You have been repeating yourself very much in these first few minutes. I don't like it very much.
Bingo. If only those keys were unsupervised. What's Samuel working on? The sprinklers?
There we go. Chloe's got it in the bag, in the bag, in the bag.
If Samuel's working on the sprinklers, some damage here might get his attention. But Evan is right there.
He is indeed.
Come on.
Time to scare a bird.
Hey!
Gonna give you a better shot.
Shit. I wanted you to go the other way.
Oh.
Like, as far as possible the other way.
You're lucky the bird doesn't just fly away. Even if there is food. Get it again.
Time for a fresh start.
My bad. I'm sorry, Evan. I probably look like such a douche right now. One more time.
Here we go.
Again? There you go.
Gotcha.
Oh, perfect.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Alright. Let's do this. Smash! What Chloe does best. Steph, don't look at me. I don't want you judging me, but I need to get in to get drug money. Okay, you did it. You did it. You did it.
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Now I just have to wait for Samuel to turn on the... That works.
Yes, it does. Let me get my graffiti on. Oh, rainbow. Oh. Can I look at Evan too, just before I head out? See what... Yeah.
For once, Evan's obsessiveness turned out to be useful. A bird on top of a bird. Photo of the year, Evan.
A bird on top of a bird.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Desperate times call for smashing sprinklers.
Among other things.
I hope that's actually fixable.
Yeah, me too. Alright, let's graffiti.
Such a nice white door.
Let's do it. Get some ink. I love the little laugh she had there. That was cute. Sorry about the bathroom. Aw, friendly forest friends. And now let's grab those keys.
Sorry, Samuel. All right. Time to find Drew's room.
Let's do it.
No time like the present.
Oh, someone's coming. Hide the keys. Throw them. Throw them in the bushes.
Chloe?
Hi.
Hey, Skip. How's it going?
Not that it isn't great to see you and all, but what are you doing
Didn't
here?
I just escort you this morning?
Didn't you just get expelled?
I'm on a secret drug-related mission, Skip. Under the authority of the Arcadia Bay District Attorney's Office.
Really?
No. Dude, I'm just visiting a friend.
I can't... I really can't just let you go in.
Look, it's cool. Samuel said it was okay.
Did Wells?
Ugh.
Didn't think so.
Come on, Skip. I break the rules, and you think it's awesome. Let me break this rule. For old time's sake.
I want to, Chloe.
I
but
really want you to break the
can't.
rules. I'm going inside.
I'm going inside, dude. You're just gonna have to let this slide.
Let's do it. We're gonna backtalk
I
him
don't
into a
think I
corner.
can. In fact, I think I have to ask you to state your official business or else vacate Blackwell
I
property.
did state my official business. I'm visiting a friend, you fuck.
I hate to do this to Skip, but
Yep.
I've got to get inside. Maybe if I make him really uncomfortable, he'll feel guilty and let me pass.
Oh God. This isn't gonna be
What's
well.
my official business? Women's business, Skip. As in, my uterus? I need to use the restroom. Glad you asked.
What? No. No, it's my job to ask, Chloe.
Your job is creepy, then. Which makes you kind of a creeper.
Creeper.
It's not like that.
You're okay.
Do you know what Wells would do to me if I didn't, you know, patrol?
Is Wells pressuring you to write more students up? I'm not even a student, but sure. Don't let that stop you.
Oh,
I thought we were friends. Where is this coming from?
do you not?
I thought we were friends too, but when the man comes down on you, you come down on me. Is that it?
Look, look, look! I'm really sorry, Chloe. I'm just so confused right now.
You're sorry? You just looked at my tits. You did. You stared right at them.
Oh, shit.
He did? For real?
I don't know what to do.
Just leave. Walk away.
Seriously, my uterus is on fire, dude.
What?
Is that, descriptive enough?
The
I don't
skin of
wanna
the
know.
inside is
Fuego
shedding.
Utero, Skip.
It is
En
then
fuego
being-
utero.
I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry.
contracted through the rest of me.
I'm
Please,
here.
let me use the washroom.
Of an unknown vehicle in the parking lot.
Oh, is that freaking Frank?
Thank God.
Go away.
I'm on it. I won't tell Wells. Do what you have to do, okay? I won't tell anyone.
How's it going? Have you found it yet? Chill out, man. It's been like 5 minutes. It's been a little longer than that. It's been 20. Okay, I'm on it. Hurry up. You got it. Alright. And we have made it into the boys' dormitories.
Which
Fire update. Arcadia Bay Forest Watch, Arcadia Bay OR, whatever. It was May 8th. Culmination State Park fire now. 50% contained. Additional road closures. Check my local
one
media.
is Drew's room?
Thanks for the geometry help. I owe you one, Justin. Oh, is this Warren's room? Little nod to that. Let me check.
Guess I'll never see my name on one of these.
Yeah, that's
I
Warren's
wouldn't have
room.
made it to senior year anyway.
Aw. Oh, Elliot's room. Let's check that out.
Could Elliot be lamer if he tried?
Thou shalt not pass.
Elliot Hampton's room. Wonder what he's up to right now.
Okay. Looks pretty normal. Kind of looks like Max's room, actually. Feels like the type of stuff she would put.
Elliot does work really hard. I guess I'm happy for him.
Yeah. And he writes in pen, so you know he knows what he's doing.
The world breaks everyone, and afterward, some are strong at the broken places. Why does that make me sad?
'Cause it sounds sad. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. My cat's chewing on my headphones again. Thank you. She's gone. Alright.
It's been so long since Elliot and I actually went to a concert together.
Aw. Alright. Lacrosse stick. He's a sporty boy.
Elliot's kind of preppy in his own way. Maybe he does belong at Blackwell.
Maybe he does.
I knew Elliot did well in class, but I didn't realize he was here on a full ride.
Oh, dear Elliot, I'm happy to inform you that your academic performance and financial aid status have more than met the requirements to receive a continued aid for the upcoming 2010 spring semester. The Prescott Foundation will cover all educational expenses as well as room and board. Congratulations on your continued academic success. Sincerely, Raymond Wells, Principal of Blackwell Academy. on January 7th, 2010. Or maybe the first, no, it would be, no, I don't know.
I've never been able to get Elliot to play for me. I guess he's either really good or really bad.
Or maybe he just really hates the way the reed vibrates against your top lip. I was fine with playing it, but if it got to, like, the high-pitched notes, it freaking, like, tinkled on the top lip so bad I couldn't handle it.
Elliot's mom seems nice.
To Elliot Hampton from Cynthia Hampton. Subject, congratulations. Hey, sweetheart, I just got a letter about your scholarship, and I couldn't be prouder. I've been showing it to the whole family. Your grandmother just said, of course he did. He's my grandson. Also, your father called again about July 4th. I told him it was too early to decide and that you're focused on school right now anyway, but if you want to spend some time with him this summer, of course I'll support you. Don't break too many hearts over there, Mom.
Lucky Dana.
To Elliot Hampton from Logan Robertson. Yo, Elliot, you got English with Dana Ward, right? What's she like? I think she's hot. Say something cool about me to her, but not like I told you to do it. Thanks, bro. Yeah, you got her pregnant later. I don't like that.
Warren Graham is such a nerd.
To Elliot from Warren. Subject worst movies ever. You're so wrong. I'll grant you, Ed Wood made some awful movies, but so many more awesomely terrible movies came out after Plan 9 from Outer Space. It's called the worst movie ever made, but have you seen The Night of the Lepus? What's a bunch of space zombies compared to a giant carnivorous rabbits, Warren?
Huh. There's way less porn here than I would have thought.
How to tie video. Elliot Hampton, Arcadia Bay. Chloe Elizabeth Price, Arcadia Bay. Chloe Elizabeth Price. Chloe Price. The Tempest quotes. The Tempest tickets, Blackwell Academy. Major Lucas Hampton. Illuminati eye meaning. Guards of Hell, Book 3. Hello. There's a photo.
Wow. I remember this show. Crazy that Elliot would hold on to this picture after so long.
I mean, you were friends with Max. Is it really that crazy?
Guess I'm not the only one who keeps a diary.
Gonna read it.
That's not half bad.
When she left the room, it was electric, flushed wings taut with agony.
Okay. Dark.
I see her in the brick and mortar, in the fresh-cut grass, eyes flashing bright like coins. The ferryman can't have her, I say, but the dark gods laugh.
Who is it that Elliot's writing about?
That moment when the sun is almost there, the sea so welcoming and warm, when pooled light smooths the nodding waves, when shapeless cold infinity conforms to one stark plane, and for a moment only all is possible. All say yes, my heart says yes, her eyes say yes.
Elliot is way more artistic than I thought.
They see her but don't see her. How is that so, when all the world is negative and dark, and she cries out, a screaming rocket trailing fire?
Wait, are these about me? What the fuck, Elliot?
You are about to die. How childish she is, how lovely and cruel, her black knife spilling words and dripping ink. Huh. That's a lot to unpack. I think we'll save that for another day, and for now, just get the fuck out of here. Huh.
Could Elliot be lamer if he tried? Could Elliot be lamer if he tried? Elliot likes to write poetry about me, eh? What do I want to say in response?
I don't actually want to be mean and actually let him know that I know, so I'm gonna...
Emotional, loyal, introverted, odd, and talented.
Permanent record. Aw. Uh-huh. I like that, because it doesn't say anything about, like, love or anything like that. So that's cool. Whose room is whose again? I gotta look at this again. Looky.
Guess I'll never see my name on one of these.
So, Justin, Hayden,
I
Zachary,
wouldn't have made it to
Trevor,
senior year anyway.
Armand, and then the last one is... Okay. That's a bathroom. Can I look out the window? Anything interesting? No. No. Okay. No. Justin. No. Hayden, break a leg tonight. Can't write anything on Justin's board. That sucks. Poster.
I want to say that half the fun of weed is knowing it's illegal, but I think it'd be just as awesome over the counter.
I will agree. I never smoked weed when I wasn't allowed. Like the first time I smoked weed, I asked my mom for permission. She knew about it. She had me smoke it with one of my cousins who had already smoked. He got me way higher than I should have gotten the first time because I'm laying on the bed, right? And he passes me this pipe, and I smoke it. And he's like, "You feel anything?" And I'm like, "Not really." And he's like, "Here, have some more." So I smoke it. He's like, "You feel anything yet?" I'm like, "No, really." He does this like 2 more times. I'm like, "I don't feel anything. What's going on?" He's like, "Try standing up." I stand up, and I swear to God, the whole world like shifted and I couldn't stay standing. I sat back down. I like did high stuff for a while. He was like watching me make cereal because apparently I was just getting like very high when I was doing it. And then he friggin' I started laugh or no, there was a noise because I live over a restaurant, right? And friggin', he's like, "What's that noise?" And I meant to say it's the restaurant downstairs. But what I said was, "It's the neighbors in our basement." So I started laughing so hard because I insinuated that I have people just like tied up in our basement. Um, and then I laughed so hard I cried. And then because I was crying, I started sobbing. And then my cousin's sitting there like, "What the fuck?" The Blackwell Board of Trustees, the Prescott Foundation, the Arcadia Bay District Attorney's Office, the Blackwell Arcadia Board, the Blackwell Academy Board of Trustees would like to formally remind its community that although the legalization of marijuana is currently being considered at the state level, the use of marijuana products remains illegal at both state and federal levels. Prosecution of marijuana use or possession of Blackwell's campus will be strictly enforced. Cool. Brain Decay by Nathan Prescott. Nathan is such a creep. This is really gross. Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? Okay. I didn't like that. This is Trevor's room. Trevor and Justin. I love that. They're such bros. Uh, Great season, Mondo. Good luck at state. This is Armand. Aw, I feel bad that friggin' Nathan gets bullied so much. Great game. Your beast need to talk to you, Zach.
Yep. Definitely Drew's room.
I'm sorry. Does that cartoon bull have a penis? It's lighter than the rest of the lines, but I swear to God, I think that's a penis. Okay.
What do I do if Drew's here?
Knock. Hello? Is anyone home? Apparently someone's home in my house. Nice room. You can see where they play D&D with Mikey and...
Good. Drew's not here.
Aw.
Okay. If I were Drew, where would I hide my money?
Is there anything new to read? No? Okay.
Holy shit, Drew. A college scholarship? No wonder you're so into football.
August 1st, 2009, Andrew North, Blackwell Academy, Arcadia Bay. Dear Andrew, it is my great pleasure to award you a full athletic scholarship to play football at Oregon State University. We know what a young man of your skills and character would make a great addition to the OSU franchise, a football dynasty that has produced NFL talent for decades.
Bet the dinner choices are steak or steak.
At the Blackwell Varsity Awards dinner.
For the love of God.
He's a football dude. What do you expect?
I didn't realize Drew was this good at sports. I bet he can't wait to get out of Arcadia Bay.
To Drew North from the Department of Admissions, subject official scholarship offer. There was a crash and a bang, and I had to help clean up, and then I kind of went about my day. So it's a little later now. But my sinuses have been awful. You know, it's springtime when. So, listen to this. It's not great, but I'll do my best to, not have a lot of that in the video. Anyway. Dear Andrew, congratulations. In light of your incredible achievements as a high school football player and student, I am pleased to extend an official scholarship offer to you. A University of Oregon degree is one of our most prestigious academic institutions in the Pacific Northwest. We truly feel that you are a student athlete who has the potential to make a powerful impact on both our team and your student body. As the head coach, I am here to assist and support you on your journey to success. The details of the scholarship are as follows. Aw. To Chris Adams, University of Washington, from Drew North, regarding come to University of Washington. Hello, Chris. Thank you so much for your consideration and the generous scholarship offer. I regret to inform you that I have chosen to extend attend Oregon State in the fall. Thank you for your time. Drew. Initial message was
Frank
2010.
wasn't lying. Looks like Drew sells happy pills to his fellow meatheads.
2, Drew North from Zachary Riggins. Subject, quarterback candy. Hey bro, you have any more happy pills? I'm beat as hell. You saw me take that hit for you last night, right? No one gets in my boy's grill on my watch, but hook me up, will you? Need something to take the edge off is all I need.
So many folks are shit out of luck around here. At least Drew has some prospects.
Drew North from Anthony North. Oh, his dad. Subject, what a game. Drew, what an amazing game, son. Couldn't believe that third quarter conversion. You've got moves, no doubt. I spent a day at the library again. Computers aren't my thing, you know that, but I'm trying to learn. There's a remedial skills class Mikey made me promise to take, so I'm going to do that next. See about learning how to type with the damn. Never had to spend type on a fishing boat. Taking me forever to finish this email. Prospects are for work are tough, but you know how it is. Don't worry about your pops. Keep your eye on that damn ball. There's nothing that'll stop you. I'm proud of you. P.S. Give Mikey a hug for me. I'll be by tomorrow afternoon to take him to the clinic. Don't forget.
Too bad I lost my release form. I was really looking forward to running all those sweaty laps.
Blackwell Academy, Department of Physical Education waiver and release form. Name Drew North, gender male, birth date April 3rd, 1992. Name Michael North, gender male, date December 27th, 1996. Emergency contact Anthony North, relationship father. Waiver and release. I understand that there is a risks involved with my children's participation in physical education classes at Blackwell Academy. I hereby authorize the staff and faculty of Blackwell Academy to follow their best judgment in the case of emergency and accept any medical expenses incurred. Oh, that last line's kind of heavy there.
Durgaron. Yeah, that fucker's dead.
That fucker's dead. It didn't friggin' draw him cutting off Mikey's feet, though. Probably was a shameful moment he doesn't want to capture.
Bad guys don't usually look so obvious, but this is still awesome.
Hey, sometimes you need a little obvious.
Awesome.
Dr. Timebot, the Jurassic Edition. Robot, what is it? From freaking Kung Fury. What era is it? The Jurassic era. That explains the dinos with lasers.
Mikey's figures. Playing that game yesterday was actually fun.
Yes, it was. We should do it again.
Looks like Mikey's been staying here with Drew.
Guess he has.
They look so happy.
They do. It's adorable. Look at this.
Oh, man. Looks like Drew's dad is having a hard time.
Dad's address, 12th Crescent Street, Arcadia Bay, or 11491 Arcadia Bay, OR. Arcadia Bay Shelter for the Homeless, 1212 Indigo Lane, Arcadia Bay, OR. Or Oregon. Sorry, I'm not from Oregon, so it's not obvious that that's what that means to me. All right, let's look in here.
Is the money in there?
Looks like the obvious choice to me.
Right. Guess I have to crack a 4-digit code.
If I remember correctly, and just remembering like who the character is, he likes his brother. Like he cares about him a lot.
Plenty of possible
So-
combinations here.
December 27th. So it'd probably be. Would it be 2796 or would it be more like 1227? I'm gonna try 1227 first. Yeah.
Yes! This is kind of fun. Ah. Did little Drew beat you up too?
Oh, come on, he's cute.
Jackpot. I'm kind of good at this.
We got the cash. It's in the stash. Now let's crash.
Okay, got the money. Time to bust out of here.
There's nothing else to look at in here, is there? I don't think so. Alright, we're gonna move on now. Shit!
Hey, Elamon.
It's me,
Chloe?
Calamastia.
What are you doing here?
Don't ask.
I was looking for your brother, but he's not here, so.
Why?
Bro, we gotta go.
Oh,
Yesterday
shit.
wasn't enough? You wanna go another round?
Hi.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Mikey,
wow.
get your stuff, let's move.
Drew, relax. Slow down.
Here comes Damon.
Shit.
Yeah.
You're making me think you're nervous about something.
Fuck. That's Damon.
Drew, what's going on?
Don't worry about it. Stay in here and don't say anything, little brother. Whatever you do, don't open the door.
Right.
You know what's going on?
Damon, you shouldn't have come here. School's not the place for this.
How do you even get allowed on campus?
Where is the place to collect my fucking money?
Shit.
I told you, I don't have it.
I'm here
Shelves
for
are
it.
down, man. Nobody wants to get high right now. But look,
Liar.
it's spring season. We just started 2-a-days. Those are gonna kill us. I'll be able to sell all the oxy you've got.
Drew, you owe me $1,000. Where is it?
Yeah,
I
that
said
money
I
doesn't
don't
just
have it right
disappear.
now.
Like you sold it, obviously.
I heard about your dad's job, by the way. Tough times.
Oh, showing Durger
Yeah.
on.
Bet $1,000 would mean a lot to him right now.
Oh.
Where's my money, Drew?
I don't know what you expect me to do. I can't just make money appear out of thin air.
Oh, I want my fucking
Shit.
money!
You don't have to hit me, man. I'm good.
Where is it?
Please, just give me one.
You're just going to lie there? I thought football players were supposed to be
No,
tough.
Mikey.
Sorry to have to do this.
Oh, no.
No one steals from me. No one.
I gotta go out there. I gotta.
Stop! It's okay. I've got your money.
Just
I
leave him
didn't
alone.
realize we had an audience. Hey, Mikey. Okay. Who the hell are you?
I'm like, Sonia.
Frank sent me to collect.
That's what Frank was going on about? Wait. Are you the bitch who tuned up Sheldon?
Was that
guy
guy?
at the mill? He was an asshole. He kept harassing me. He needed to get the message.
Frank was right about you.
Oh,
Let's
you've
see
heard
the
of me.
cash.
Alright. Take it.
We need that.
Oh. Oh, he fractured his wrist. Got bitch slapped to a broken bone.
It's all here. Mikey, you need to help your big brother. Help him understand that I take this shit seriously.
Come on. Mikey's got nothing to do with this, man.
You help your brother understand that if he steals from me again, I'm coming back here and I'm going to break his knees. Thanks, kid. Tell Frank I owe him one.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
We needed that money. You just screwed us over.
Are
I
you
just saved your
crazy?
career.
That guy could have killed you.
Now
You
you'll have a
don't
lifetime
know
of making
anything
money.
about this situation. It's none of your business.
I know.
Yes, it is. Mikey's my friend. I don't want him to get hurt.
I didn't mean for him to
You think
fall.
you're some kind of hero? Stepping in for poor Nathan Prescott? And now you're messing with our lives?
I didn't mean to.
Mikey, I gotta look at your arm. Just leave us alone.
Well, fine, I already took your money.
Look, I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't get our dad off the streets, does it?
We'll be okay.
I know he would break his femur if I didn't do anything, and that's like, he can make that money later with his football career, but not if his leg's fucked up. Goodbye, seniors. Or good luck, seniors. My bad. Careful, you're gonna get in trouble for getting on the stage again. I guess you're not a student anymore, it doesn't matter, huh? That little dramatic pause before walking like a sim.
This day has been so messed up. At least I can talk to Rachel now. If I can find her back here.
We'll find her. But first, there's a new page. Alright, still May 8th, 2010. Max, fuck. Remember that easy job for Frank I told you about? Yeah, not quite. First I jacked Samuel's keys, then used my Jedi powers to get past Skip into the dorms. By which I mean talking about my lady bits till he freaked out and let me in. Took a brief detour into Elliot's room and read his poetry. Dude's got feelings for me, I think. I'm flattered, I guess. Anyway, I found the cash, but then Drew and Mikey showed up, followed by Frank's psychopath boss, Damon. Have you ever met someone that you just knew never to fuck with? I hadn't, until today. Damon started beating the shit out of Drew for the money he owed. Drew wanted me to stay with Mikey, but I couldn't take the sound of Damon hurting him. I opened the door and he gave the money to the asshole just so he'd leave Drew alone. Unfortunately, Michael tried to be a hero and got hurt. It was all so fucked. And the most fucked up part, I had anything to do with it, Chloe the Peacemaker. And now we know about Damon. Spend a few minutes with Damon Merrick and you can tell that he's a peace-loving guy who gardens in his spare time and loves unicorns and rainbows. Oh, and hunting down anyone who owes him money. It's the simple pleasures. Honestly, I don't know a whole lot about the guy. I just know that he collects on his debts. His name is written all over the mill, and he might even scare Frank. I think they work together, but unlike Frank, he's got a bite to match his bark. Everyone at the mill that night seemed to know him, but every time I asked someone about him, they clammed right the hell up. And you have to be a special breed of fucked up to scare any kind of sense into the criminal element of Arcadia Bay. The one thing everyone will tell me, the guy's bad news. On a shopping list from this pharmacy. Okay. Oh, I guess that's it for that. And Steph. Shit. Chloe, it's Steph. I'm on my way to the hospital. Mikey's arm is broken. Drew told me a little bit what happened. Shit, I didn't know it was that bad. The situation's so fucked up. Let me know if there's any way I can help. Thanks, I will. Alright, let's look around.
I've already seen what happens when Rachel plays with fire. Rachel plus swords should be fun.
Should be fun. I love that, like, dramatic pause again. It's the best.
SG. Must be Steph. Sucks that she has to miss this.
Yeah. Let's play with it.
Chloe Price presents Firewalk Laser Light Spectacular.
And no one noticed a thing. Just don't mind me dying in the back rear.
Or did David dig
Sports just look so... exhausting.
Go, Otters, go. I'm fine.
You'd think having a jock for a brother would protect you from getting hurt. Man, I hope Mikey's okay.
Oh, he only lost once against the Dunaway High School. He's not done yet, though.
See? Another reason to be thankful for my, recent life change.
No drugs in school. Blackwell Academy has a strict policy against drugs on campus. Don't let drug use jeopardize your future. Blackwell Academy, the Arcadia Bay Police Department, and the Arcadia Bay District Attorney's Office.
Did Doug dig David's garden? Or
Did Doug Dave... Oh my god. Wait, I have to say it. Did
Did
Doug
Doug
dig...
dig
Shut up!
David's garden?
I'm going over here. Did Doug dig David's garden? Okay, I feel better.
Hey, Dana.
Did Doug dig David's garden? Or did David dig Doug's? Did
Oh
Doug
shit.
dig
Hell if
David's
I know.
garden? Or did David?
she's
Did Doug
doing
dig
this.
David's garden?
Looks
She's-
Or
like
did David
Victoria
dig
has
David's
finally pushed Dana over the edge.
It's exercising to like prepare. Hang on,
Trauma
Mr. Keaton.
teachers always seem so dramatic.
Well, of course, they have to be good at what they teach, right?
Sup, Mr. Keaton?
Ah, the birds, the girl, the desire to be free. Ah, how romantic.
See, this guy gets
Tell
it.
me, young lady, do you still believe true love exists?
Yes.
Sure, I think so. But it's a lot weirder and scarier than poets and pop songs make it out to be.
I've learned a lot in
You
the
might
past
be
day.
surprised, my dear. Budding dramaturge, may your propitious appearance counteract the tragedy of Stephanie Gingrich's sudden recusal. An emergency, she says.
Word.
Stephanie was our loving of the light board, but platitudinal though it may be, the show must sojourn forth.
Okay.
That dude is weird.
You just don't get the way he speaks. If you understood, you'd be like, oh yeah, I get it. Wait, which way is the way I'm supposed to go, and which way is Rachel? Because I want to go the way... Or I guess, which way am I supposed to go, and which way is, like, exploratory? Because I want to go in there, but if Rachel's in there, then I want to go in there. If Rachel's in there, I want to go in there. Shit. Hi, Hayden. Let me look.
Even Hayden seems super into this play. What is happening?
Before performance jitters.
Hey, Hayden.
Address me as Ferdinand, good lady.
Okay, good sir. Oh, go fuck yourself.
All right. Hey, Ferdinand.
Sup, Chloe? I mean, sup, fair maiden.
I love him so much.
Great method acting.
Really? Thanks.
Aw. That's adorable. Okay. Divider.
Bitter much?
I don't get bitter. I get even.
Oh,
Wonder
wow.
which Bachelor contestant Victoria stole that line from.
Really? Oh, I'm not gonna add to it. Oh, hi, Samantha. What's up? Look.
That's some shameless eavesdropping there, Samantha. Hey, Samantha.
Shh.
Nathan, please.
I can't do it, Dad. I'm sorry.
Keep your voice down. Now listen to me.
I should find Rachel. Nathan's dad looks like he's really laying into him.
I love how he's like, no, listen to me. And it's like, oh, you have to click listen.
You don't understand. They all hate me. They're just gonna laugh at me.
Why do you suppose that is?
I don't know.
Because you show weakness. Just like you're doing right now.
But Dad...
When will you learn that this isn't about you and your problems?
That's
this
why they
is
make
about
fun of
the
him.
Prescott name. My name.
Because she's trying to be someone he's not.
You will not embarrass me.
You will not live to see
Nathan.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Good. Now. Break a leg. I'll see you after the show.
What a dick. Hey, I'm gonna talk to him.
Great
I'm saying
pep talk, Mr. P. Everyone knows the best way to instill confidence in someone is by intimidating them.
I don't know who you are, but mind your own business.
Do you know who I am?
I'd love to. Don't you have, like, a private bunker filled with gold coins where you could have these conversations?
He actually does. Well?
Nathan.
It's okay. You don't have to say anything. Maybe I can go talk to him. Poor kid. Hey, Samantha. What do you think we could do about this? Hey, it's the Wells Rocks thing. That's cool. Hey, come back.
Samantha seems pretty torn up about what happened between Nathan and his dad.
Let's talk about it.
Hey, Nathan's dad is some asshole, huh?
I know. I wish he'd just go away and leave him alone.
Are you kidding? Who cares if he's an asshole? Nathan's dad is a bajillionaire.
That's not what I meant.
I'd take that over poor and nice any day.
Money isn't everything, Chloe.
No, you're right.
That's
not what I
people
thought he
with
meant.
money keep telling me.
But it's true. If you look past his money, I think you'd see that you and Nathan are actually a lot alike.
Really?
What the hell does that mean?
His
I'm
dad's an
serious.
ass and mine's dead.
You're both artistic and surprisingly sensitive. You've been through a lot, and a lot of people unfairly judge you for it. I think you stood up for Nathan yesterday because you know what he's going through. Nathan's hurt and he needs help. But whenever I try to help him, it always seems to make things worse. If you were Nathan right now, what would you want me to do?
Give him some space.
When I'm super angry, I need to let it all out. The last thing I want is someone trying to calm me down.
Yeah,
Case in
he's got a
point,
lot of
how
anger.
pissed he was when we tried to help him yesterday. If I were you, I'd give him space and wait for him to come to you.
That actually makes sense. Thanks, Chloe.
You're welcome. Therapy's over. For now. She's probably just gonna say the same thing. Can I go in here?
Boys changing tent.
Ooh.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Alrighty. Is that everything in here then? Can I go see Rachel? I guess so. Unless there's secrets, but I don't think so.
Rachel?
Hey. Oh, that was Victoria. God damn it. You didn't deserve to be the understudy. You drugger. Wait, which one is she putting it in? I hate the way you walk, Victoria. You look like you got a stick up your butt.
Whatever that was, it was shady as shit.
Yes, it was.
I need to find whatever Victoria slipped into that drink.
I will. But first, I just talked to Damon. Good work. You can meet tomorrow to pick up your cut. Your friend's an asshole. What matters is he's happy. Whatever. Price. You did the right thing. Okay, thank you. Oh, I didn't even notice this. How's your super long errand going? Yo, crazy shit happened in Drew's room, like really bad. Oh no, are you okay? Do you need to talk about it? Yeah, later. Don't worry until the show's over. I'm backstage. Great, on my way. Alright, look in her purse.
Only the finest child slave labor for Victoria Chase.
Oh, of course, made of the softest puppy skin.
Victoria Chase is actually a pretty talented photographer. Why does that piss me off so much?
Because she doesn't act like she has talent. Aww, that's cute. Oh, I wonder how she got that shot. That's cool though. Ooh, way better than the other ones. It showed like just like, you know, the grave, which like it was a good photo, but you don't know the story behind it. Where these are just like genuine good shots.
Muscle relaxers?
Car is so doll.
Coming, Rachel?
Jeez.
Hurry now before your tea gets...
Cold.
What are you doing here? This area is for cast and crew only.
I am friends with the cast.
Or are you only here to try and sabotage the play like you sabotaged my homework? God, you're pathetic.
Oh my god.
I'm here to support Rachel.
How nice.
I want to make sure she's relaxed before the show.
whatever.
If you were smart, you would have understood what I was saying.
Oh, Rachel Amber. It was customary among the thespians of ancient Greece for the understudy to offer hot tea to the lead actress on opening night, as a way of showing appreciation for her tutelage.
Of
It is
course.
in that spirit that I offer you this beverage. May it help to reveal the essence of your talents for all to see.
Wow. That, thanks.
Too bad she's a two-faced bitch.
Hold up. Did you hear that?
Hear what? I didn't hear anything.
Oh, I hear it now. It sounds like Mr. Keaton's calling for you.
He is? Oh, he probably wants my thoughts on the set dressing. Okay, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Bitch, I'm gonna snitch.
What's going on? Bitch, dosed your tea. That is the least surprising thing ever. What should we do?
Dose her tea.
Problem solved. Damn, Chloe Price. What would I do without you? Have
I'm your
super
guardian angel,
relaxed
baby.
muscles, I guess.
Mr. Keaton's busy with Nathan. I'm sure he'll call on my aesthetic sensibilities soon. In the meantime, let us drink. Oh, make sure you drink it all. Your instrument will thank you.
I am so grateful to have such a kind and caring friend as you, Victoria.
Aw, samesies.
Samesies too.
Aw. I love the
Anyway,
freaking sass.
I'll see you out there. Break a leg.
So, that happened?
As it does.
Just when I thought this day couldn't get any batshit crazier.
Oh, hey, that's mine.
What?
A shirt for a free spirit. I knew you were gonna pick that one.
You
I could have
can
picked
read
other
me
ones,
like
though.
a script, Rachel Amber.
Sweet pardon, we're ruined. The show is ruined.
Uh-oh.
That was quick.
My dear young artists, a misfortune most unkind has befallen us. Juliet is waylaid. That infernal inferno is the culprit, closing down the roads and robbing us of our Ariel. Would that she could but manifest on her master's whim as a true spirit. Alas, devoid of an understudy, the situation is a dire one indeed. I'm afraid we may have to cancel. Truly, we are a cursed lot. Even my prodigious imagination cannot conceive of a worse turn of fate.
Wait.
Mr. Cretan, I have revelations to reveal.
Do it.
Rachel Amber is on drugs. Look at her. Her face is so blurry and pretty.
Oh, wow.
She's clearly been drugged. I mean,
Okay.
drugged herself. She loves drugs. Don't you?
Good thing she didn't smack her head off the corner there. We could be dealing with the dead freaking understudy now.
Touche, Fates. Touche.
I feel like he would have reacted the same way if it had.
What? Oh, no. Mr. Keaton.
No.
Chloe could step in for Juliet.
No fucking chance.
At least until the road's clear.
The romantic.
She's the right fit for Juliet's costume.
She is indeed. Tell me, my dear, have you ever acted before?
Hell no. She's being modest. We play improv games all the time. And she's fantastic at it.
My
She's
dear,
not lying.
what if I told you that the entire fate of the production rests upon your slender shoulders?
I'd say I'm about to break my fucking back.
I'd say you're super fucked.
Yep.
Chloe, please. For me.
God damn it with those puppy dog eyes. Fuck.
Damn it.
That too.
I can't believe Rachel's talked me into this.
She looks so uncomfortable. Alright. Is there anything new here? No? Okay. Okay, well, let's look at this then.
I seriously have to memorize all of this? Thanks, Rachel.
Alright. So, enter Ariel after she says, approach my Ariel, and all hail, great mistress, I come to answer thy best pleasure. And then I boarded the king's ship in every cabin. I flamed amazement, the fire and cracks of sulphurous roaring, and all most mighty Neptune seemed to besiege and make his bold waves tremble. Uh-huh. Not a soul. The king's son, Ferdinand, was the first man that leaped, cried, hell is empty, and all the devils are here. Not a hair perished, and as thou badst me, I have dispersed them about the isle and troops. Is there more toil? Let me remember thee, what thou hast promised. My liberty, that's my noble master. And you're done. Alright. And there should be something to graffiti around here. I thought. Oh, what's this?
Why does it feel like Steph is mocking me from afar?
See me or Mr. K for makeup kits, Seth Gingrich. Alright, seriously, but where's the graffiti? I feel like it should be here. What am I doing?
I seriously
Yeah, okay, I read it. Now what? What am I doing?
Looks like I'm late. As usual.
Warded up and makeup by 6.
The only thing worse than looking at spandex is being forced to wear it.
Where is my graffiti? I am doing a confused. Oh, mirror. Ha!
It wouldn't be called a makeup mirror if it wasn't supposed to have makeup all over it.
Let's use Victoria's lipstick.
When life gives you lipstick, use it to tag shit.
Yes. Let's
Got
go.
it.
Foreboding. Vanity Fair. What's the oh, jeez.
No. I am not just being dramatic.
Alright, now let me look at these one more time.
I seriously have to memorize
Yes.
all of this?
I come to answer thy great pleasure. I boarded the king's ship every cabin, flamed amazement, fire and cracks, the sulphurous roaring of the mighty Neptune seemed to besiege and make his bold waves tremble. Not a soul, the king's son Ferdinand was the first man that leaped, cried, hell is empty, and all the devils are here. Not a hair perished, and as thou badst me, I have dispersed them about the isle of troops. Is there more toil? Let me remember what what thou hast promised. Alright. Hello.
By accident most strange, bountiful fortune hath mine enemies brought to this shore. Here, cease more questions. Thou art inclined to sleep. Tis a good dullness, and give it way. I know
I love the sparkles
thou
on Chloe's
canst
shoulders.
not choose.
Or paint dots,
Come
whatever they
away, servant. Come.
Ah, shit. I'm on.
That's me.
That's you.
I am ready now.
Yes, that's me. Go.
Up there.
I can't control her yet.
Approach, my Ariel. Come.
Damn
And
it.
shove her.
No problem. I've got this. I just walk to Rachel and say my line. I wish I could throw that at Rachel for getting me into this.
Hey, I sat here yesterday.
Let me just look around first.
Well, that's pretty, in a Hallmark kind of way.
Listen, it's gorgeous. Nothing like the golden hour.
I want to play her part.
Heh. She had to speak first, though.
I'm definitely supposed to do something with this. Ugh, that killed my eyes.
She is not having a good time. She hasn't even said anything yet. Everyone's just like, yo, hello.
Rachel looks way too pleased with herself for getting me into this.
All hail, great mistress. I come to answer thy best pleasure.
Oh, didn't need to know that one.
Most fearless, generous spirit. Hast thou performed to point the tempest?
that I bade thee?
Uh,
I boarded the king's ship. In every cabin, I flamed amazement. The fire and cracks of sulphurous roaring, the most mighty Neptune seemed to besiege and
mighty
make
Neptune.
his bold waves tremble.
oh, you're so
My
good at this.
brave spirit, who was so firm, so constant, that this coil would not infect his reason.
Not a soul. The king's son, Ferdinand, was the first man that leaped from his ship and cried,
Hell is empty and the devils are here.
hell is empty and all the devils are here.
Yes!
Yes, I'm doing good.
But are they, Ariel? Safe?
Uh,
I guess this is when I'm supposed to walk somewhere. Not a hair perished, and as thou badest me, I have dispersed them about the isle in troops.
Bravo!
yes.
Ariel, thy charge exactly is performed.
Good.
But there's more work.
Okay. More toil.
Is there more toil? Let me remember thee what thou hast promised.
How now? What is't thou canst demand?
Liberty. Ha!
My liberty.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Thy liberty?
Yes.
Nay, this most of all I will not grant.
That's not...
That's not her line.
Ha!
Is it? What's going on?
Shit's about to get romantic as fuck.
But thou assured my freedom. Didn't thou?
I never said how dearly I hold thee. My habit's been to keep my soul well draped. Most loyal spirit, companion, and friend, is acting in my service not replete with excitement, amusement, and delight?
It is.
Of course, mistress. Most truly, it is so.
Huh.
Mr. Key, they're way off script.
Shut up. It's beautiful.
Magical.
That too.
Then why, I pray you, wish you to be free?
Excitement ages quickly. And I fear if we set out in search of new, fun, you'll tire of me.
Aww.
And, then I'll be alone.
Again.
I have thee in my grasp. I will not bend. I will not see thee flying forth alone. The envy would be more than I could bear.
So come with me. Is that not in thy power?
Spirit, take my hands. Most faithful friend, for but a little longer I beseech. Continue in thy service to my schemes.
She's being so
And
honest
when
about
they are
herself here too.
complete, I swear to thee, we shall fly beyond this isle. The corners of the world are mere prologue. I'll seek to make thy happiness so great that e'en the name of liberty's forgot. What sayest thou to my most hopeful wish?
What do I say?
Yes, I am
Aw.
most pleased. Your duty done for now, so go forth hence with haste. I've work to do.
Thank you. Let me just...
You crushed it. So good.
You're a born thespian, my dear. I'll be chasing you down next year. And the ending, absolutely transformative.
Oh, I'm actually not a student anymore.
I am humbled.
I am appreciative.
Thanks. What the hell just happened?
Strangeness of your
Was that
story.
real?
She just promised to run away with you.
Shake it
Again.
off. Come on. We'll visit Caliban, my slave.
'Tis a villain, sir, I do not love to look on.
He does make our fire, fetch in our wood. What ho! Slave! Caliban! Come forth, I say!
On!
Good luck, buddy. Oh, I don't really know what it is that affects him doing this, so.
As wicked
Good
do
job.
as e'er my mother brushed.
Thou poisonous slave, got by the devil himself, filth as thou art, I have lodged thee in mine own cell, till thou didst seek to violate the honor of my child.
Shit.
Come on.
He's crying.
You can do this.
Fetch us in fuel, and be quick. So, slave, hence.
Please.
Fuck you.
Damn it! God damn it. What was it that makes him all
Where
excited
should
about
this
it?
music be? In the air or the earth?
Oh, thank God.
This play is super intense.
What is it? A spirit? It carries a brave form, but 'tis a spirit.
No, wench. It eats and sleeps and hath such senses as we have.
I will resist such entertainment.
Put thy sword
I
up,
feel bad for
traitor.
Nathan, but I feel like telling Samantha to help would have been what helped him, but that doesn't end well
Do
for
you
her, I thought, so
love
shit.
me?
O heaven, O earth, bear witness to this sound. I beyond all limit of what else in the world do love, prize, honor you.
His
She'll be
tears
hearing
run
that from
down his
friggin'
beard.
Trevor.
Like winter's drops from eaves of reeds.
Go release them, Ariel. My charms I'll break. Their senses I'll restore, and they shall be themselves.
Aww.
Now my charms are all o'erthrown, and what strength I have's mine own. Pray, release me from my bands, with the help of your good hands.
Aww. I'm sorry, Nathan, I let you down. Aw. Aw. No. It's like, Rachel, don't.
Wasn't
I'm
that
running away.
fun?
God damn it.
You're so dead.
Yeah? How dead?
Hella dead.
Back up, Chloe. Now it's all of us. Yay! I'm so sorry, Nathan. Your life is really sad. I just wanted him to have this one moment of, like, confidence. And there's Sarah. Hello. Goodbye.
Oh my god, Keaton's face behind you when you walked on stage? I was shitting myself.
This is another one of my favorite scenes.
He was shitting himself.
In case it wasn't obvious, her whole The Isles of the World prologue was one of my favorite as well. I love the friggin' relationship between Rachel and Chloe so much. It's just so innocent, genuine. It makes me sad that she gets with Frank and doesn't tell Chloe, and I really wish that it would, like, go into that more.
My dear, what if I told you that the entire fate of our production rests upon your slender shoulders? I've never had an experience like that on stage. Yeah, right? You were... No, you. Like, seriously. I love nights after a show.
The rush.
Is it always like this? Oh, totally. It's such a high. No more nerves, just the adrenaline. So,
It's great.
first timer, are you proud of yourself?
Am
you
I?
were literally perfect tonight. I was blown away.
Yeah, I feel really awesome. If you told me this morning I'd be this happy tonight...
You've gone through so much shit today.
Right
Yeah.
now's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, the whole show was good.
Yes.
I admit it.
Yeah. It was magical.
Well, everything's been magical since we started hanging out.
Aww. The lamppost.
Let's leave. For real.
For real, huh?
You said you wanted to skip town and never look back. Like I said last night. Let's do it.
I know. I've been thinking about that all day. But that was...
Don't say it was just a crazy thought. You mean it. I can tell. You want this.
She does.
Yeah, but, like, eventually.
Let's go now. Didn't we already agree on stage?
You
We
did.
can't just...
Why not?
How far could we possibly get without a car?
I thought you were fixing that truck in the junkyard.
I was just seeing if I could.
Well, can you or can't you?
Yeah, I can.
That's hot.
Good.
In other words, we've got transportation covered.
I know our parents have been shitty, but we can't just leave them.
That doesn't sound like Chloe Price.
But I'm the only one my mom has left. You're right. What am I saying? She's got David now. What about money?
I thought you were a high-rolling criminal now.
I collected the money Frank wanted, but then I gave it to that asshole, Damon. So, I didn't get a cut like Frank promised.
You did what you had to do to keep Drew safe.
Still, that whole situation was so messed up.
We'll figure it out, Chloe. Anyway, I've got more than enough to start us out. I always get birthday money from my dad. Or should I say, hush money. Any more questions?
Fine then, drama queen. Where are we going?
You tell me. What uniquely twisted location does Chloe Price plus Rachel Amber equal?
Why don't you show me LA?
Perfect. 60 degrees every night. You and me on the Santa Monica Pier, gorging on food truck food, smoking up, looking at the moon shining on the waves. And a beautiful blonde man will sit next to us and smile at you.
Yeah, okay.
He'll say, "I like your eyes." And I'll say, "Back off. She's with me."
You're full of shit.
I love this time of night. Don't you just feel like everything's possible?
Rachel, stop. If you don't mean this, it's just making me feel like shit that this life you're describing isn't going to happen.
For fuck's sake! I've never been more serious in my life. Chloe, what would it take to convince you?
How about, oh.
Is that convincing enough?
Yeah. Holy shit.
Right?
What is this stuff?
I think it's a sign. I think we should leave tonight.
Really?
If you want to, I'm ready. Let's go sneak some clothes and stuff from my house.
For you or for me?
I gotta say, my clothes look damn good on you.
Cool. Let's do it.
And then, we'll get the hell out of Arcadia Bay.
That sounds perfect.
All right. Shh. Puppy. All right. That's Rose, right? Here's her mom. We sneaking in. Okay. We gotta be quiet. I'll be quiet. You got it, dude. Shut up. All right. But where's James? We only see one parent. Oh, there he is.
Oh, you're home.
Hello.
Rose, Rachel's home. And she, brought her new friend.
I love that, like, how quick that was. She, brought her new friend.
Our star returns. You're just in time. Dinner's almost ready.
Lovely.
Chloe, was it?
Nailed it. I must have been pretty memorable.
You were. I get the sense that you're used to making an impression.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel, honey, you were resplendent tonight.
Resplendent.
Thanks.
She's so sad
Chloe,
around him.
You must join us for dinner tonight.
She must?
She must.
I must?
You must.
Of course.
She must.
I made chicken a la king. I'm sure you both acted up quite the appetite.
I'll be honest, I don't know what chicken a la king is.
Thanks, but I was just gonna stop in for a sec and then bounce.
Oh, did you have other dinner plans?
Dinner plans?
No,
I always thought dinner was something that just sort of happens.
Chloe, I know we didn't exactly meet each other at our best this morning, but with you and Rachel becoming such fast friends, I insist you join us for dinner. Don't you agree, Rachel?
Or is you sure I'm not a bad influence?
Yes, of course. Chloe, would you join us for dinner, please?
Well, I must.
Of course.
Great. I just need to wash off. Then I'll be right down.
Lovely.
Don't be long. In meantime, perhaps you can help me with the table, Chloe?
Sure thing, Mrs. Amber.
I love that. I love helping set tables.
Okay, I'm gonna go pack. After dinner, we can make our break. You cool down here?
Totally. Your parents love me.
I'm a
They're
charmer.
good at coming off that way, but don't let your guard down. And
You got it.
Chloe, we just need to make it through dinner. Try not to say anything that, you know...
Chloe would say?
I would normally say.
Like this very Chloe-like?
Exactly.
Oh, the newspaper.
Just some quality time with the Ambers. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, I've already counted like 5 things that go wrong. Alright. Max. Fuck, remember that easy job for Frank I told you about? Yeah. Oh, wait, did I do this one already? Yeah, okay. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any more dramatic. Wait, let's back up. Guess you tried to drug Rachel and jack her roll. Don't worry, Rachel and I turned the tables on Victoria and gave her a taste of her own medicine. Literally. Sadly, the drama doesn't end there for me. Stupid Juliet got caught in a stupid fire, and now I... Let's just say there's exactly one person in the world who can make me dress up in a funny costume and act out Shakespeare in front of an audience of all my least favorite people, and she happened to be next to me at the exact wrong moment. Chloe, the fuck my life. Max, so I survived, just in case you were worried about me. You totally weren't. But it wasn't easy. I had to remember what to say and where to go on, not to flip off everyone in the audience. Not gonna lie, I totally killed it. Once I got past the stupid makeup and the blinding lights, I just let myself get lost in it all. I guess acting is really about forgetting the rest of the world exists and being completely in the moment. When I'm with Rachel, somehow that becomes easy. We ended up creating a new story together on stage, a much better story, because this one ends with the two of us escaping the island and sailing off into the sunset together. Take that, Shakespeare! Will real life turn out to be so awesome? Time will tell. Chloe, the bardest bitch in town. Max, time is told, and no, it turns out that real life is not like the stage. It is so much better. We're leaving tonight. Boom, peace out, Arcadia Bay. We're headed to Los Angeles, home of movie stars, dank weed, and who cares? All that matters is it's not here. I didn't believe Rachel at first, but it's not that I didn't trust her. It's not that I don't trust her, but she tends to get swept away in the moment. Let's just say, she erased all doubts. What, you need me to draw you a map? We kissed. As awesome as you may imagine kissing Rachel Amber sounds, believe me, it was a bajillion times better. Or awesomer. After a quick stop by Rachel's house, we're headed off. Next time you hear from me, I'll be an ex-Arcadian just like you. And Steph says... I heard you were in The Tempest. Yeah, I was kind of a big deal. I believe it. Everyone says the show is awesome. You get medals for 2 good deeds today. Mikey's okay. Drew will text you with an update in a bit. Oh shit, tell them both I'm pulling for him. Awesome.
Huh. Rachel really was an overachiever before she met me. Glad I nipped that in the bud.
You gotta stop that shit early, otherwise it'll corrupt them. Next thing you know, they'll be friggin' being, what's the word? Trying to be president, enrolling for president. I don't know. I don't even know. I have a prime minister. We're not gonna talk about that. But I don't know politics or how you like sign up. What is it called?
There's like not even a single Cheeto stuck
I feel
in this
so
thing.
stupid. Not a single Cheeto. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. But the things inside are not, right?
Doing the play was bad enough without having to read about it afterwards.
Hope Mikey's okay, though.
Armand, congrats to the wonderful cast and crew of The Tempest. Steph, so sorry I missed out, guys. Emergency came up. Rachel, love you guys. Julia, I'm so sorry. Hayden, why sorry? You don't control the fire. Or do you? Steph, Chloe held it down like a champ. Trevor, hey Steph, any update on Mikey? Steph, recovering. This isn't the place to discuss. Text if you want.
How to clear browser history, followed by a gap for all of yesterday. That's like cheating asshat 101. Poor Rachel.
Oh, there's nothing for the 7th. Arcadia Bay Golf Sale, The Beacon, 40+ Healthy Lifestyle, Incognito tab. How to Incognito tab. How to clear browser history. Shit. Small shops, not face. Oh, God. I can talk about it. Oh, that's gonna be great.
Guess some families actually go to Paris instead of just talk about it their whole lives.
Hey, there's a timeline where you went. It just didn't end well for you. Well, the trip was fine. The just timeline wasn't great.
Holy shit. That's the guy who attacked Drew. I'm glad I gave him the cash.
Damon Merrick. We don't know what his weight, his eyes, his height, or his hair, his age, or his date of birth are. He's his place of interest, I'm assuming, is the mill, a converted lumber mill / club north of town, suspected of larceny, extortion, distribution, assault, robbery, and murder. Known associates: Frank Bowers, Sarah Gerhardt. Oh, we have her name. I can't believe there's just like a picture of her in their house, like just out there for Rachel to find. Peter Gilliapple. That was a dumb guy that hit me with the bottle. Or no, that's the guy that punched me. And Sheldon Pike is the guy we hit with the bottle. Or no, yeah, we hit him with the bottle, and then Peter punched us. And then there's Rodney Thunder Sears. I like Rodney. Rodney's a cool dude.
Easy to see who wears the literary pants around here.
Legal Digest. Withering Heights. I know that book. It's hard to read the font. The Divine Comedy, Bleak House by Dickens. Oh, and the Divine Comedy is by Dante Alighieri. Oh, I shouldn't have read that. I don't know how to pronounce it. Also, my throat. Stop. Dante Alighieri. Oh, I don't even know. Like, if I at least knew what nationality the name was from, then I could know like the way their vocabulary works to read letters, but I don't know, so I can't tell. Metamorphosis books 1 to 2, Metamorphosis book 3 to 4, Metamorphosis book 5 to 6, Metamorphosis book 7 to 8. Cool. That shouldn't have taken as long to look at as it did, but it did, so we're just gonna move on. Actually, no, I want to look at everything before we talk.
They say all news is local, but damn.
Fire grows despite interagency efforts. Largest fire in Acadia history frightens residents and baffles authorities. They said it was being contained.
What the Amber family considers entertainment looks a lot like what I consider homework.
Mob, Yoke, and Raven. She's gonna be mad. Literal. What are you doing? Oh no! That's even worse. Oh, I thought she was just gonna like write words. Oh no. Oh, I can't go in there yet.
Something about this photo doesn't seem right. I should fix it.
DA James Amber cracks down on drugs.
Can't tag this while Rachel's mom is right there. She'd totally bust me.
Then I'll do this in a moment. Although she didn't seem to notice you right in front of her with the crossword puzzle, so why she would notice you behind her on the fridge, I don't know.
If I open this, will skeletons come spilling out?
Oh shoot, is that to do the stuff? I'm not ready to do that yet.
Clean. I bet Rose would kill it with my mom at the diner.
Oh yeah.
Rachel and I both had great childhoods. Mine just ended a little before hers, I guess.
They do look very happy. Rachel's so pretty, I'll never get over it.
Oh, I think that's an original Who Gives a Shit.
Who gives a shit? From the freaking album of whatever the fuck.
Damn. Wonder if this is a family heirloom.
How many cabinets do you need?
Wait, if that's to open...
Everything about this house is nicer, cleaner, better, and more expensive than mine. Which isn't saying much, but still.
Excuse me, Joyce makes her house very nice.
It's like 1,000 times more skeevy when the skeeviness is all polite to your face.
Oh, I know, right? Like, at least when someone, like, knows they're a bad person and just, like, is out with it, it's like, okay, at least you know you're a douchebag. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. But when they are, like, act a little high and mighty, like they're the best person around, and you know the things that they've done, and you're just like, listen, stop. Let's talk to him.
Hiya, Mr. Amber.
Chloe,
James.
what can I do for you?
What do you think? I thought Rachel was perfectly cast.
She certainly was. We're very proud of her. I had no idea they were going to do that.
Do what?
Do what?
I don't know the name for it. Reverse casting? Casting a woman as a man?
Oh, I love that stuff.
I just meant the wizard part.
I suppose that's also true.
Wait, what? You only cared that Rachel was Good as a wizard.
Your
Okay.
daughter's pretty great.
Thank you. We're fond of her as well.
You ever feel like she's so awesome at everything that you just wanna shake her?
No. If I had done that, she would have
Yeah.
died as a baby.
Me neither.
Kiss her. That's another thing.
So, you're a district attorney, huh?
I'm your district attorney.
Okay.
So I can call you if I'm ever district arrested?
She clearly has no
What would
idea
you
what
be
your job
arrested
entails.
It was a joke. Not a good one, clearly.
Do you have a personality, sir?
Duty calls. Good chat, Mr. Amber.
Fuck you too. You know what? I'm gonna make you as uncomfortable as I possibly can and sit here while I think. Look at him. Oh yeah, get comfy. Make him really uncomfortable. I want you to like put your hands behind your head.
So this is what normal looks like.
This is weird.
It's somehow way more boring and way weirder than I imagined.
It's also
It's
nighttime.
crazy to picture Rachel growing up here and being happy here. At least before she met me.
Look at that living room. A kid could run around in that. Plus, they're rich, so
And
she probably
now
got the
I'm
best toys.
Taking her away. Or is she taking me away?
Ha.
This doesn't really seem like the kind of place people run away from.
But sometimes.
What am I saying?
Yeah.
Fuck this place.
Fuck this place and that man. Rose has nothing wrong with her though. She is an angel. Ba-dunk. See that? I sat there in your recliner, I stretched my legs with my shoes on, and I thought about stealing your daughter. I hope that psychically you're getting like vibes. Alright, let's talk to Rose and then we'll set the table until Rose walks away and then we'll do this.
Hi, Rose. Your husband's cheating on you. Pass the ketchup. Hey there, Mrs. Amber.
Soap.
Chloe, I'm so glad you're joining us tonight.
Yeah. Rachel.
So, Rachel was pretty awesome tonight.
Yes, she was. Though, to be fair, she's pretty awesome every night. I wish I were half as driven when I was her age.
God,
Me
Rachel's
too.
someone we all aspire to be.
I get the sense that you're a force of nature yourself. I can see why the two of you get along so well.
I
You
like her.
Can? Because it still seems crazy to me.
Aw.
Integrity, honesty, loyalty.
What?
That's what it says on
It's
your front
on
lawn.
Your lawn.
Oh, right. Sorry. I guess I'm still getting used to being an elected official's wife.
How long has he been the district attorney?
What's it like being married to the DA?
Much like being married to anyone else, I imagine.
Really?
With a lot more secrets, right?
Secrets?
Like attorney-client privilege and all that.
Well, as district attorney, he brings cases against criminals on behalf of the state. He doesn't defend them.
I still don't
Of course
understand what a
not.
district attorney does. I'm sorry.
What did you think of the play?
Rachel was typically amazing, but I never liked The Tempest. What did you think of it?
Oh, well, she never
To
liked
be
it.
honest, I only really read a couple pages. Theater's not really my thing. I guess I'm not so into saying words someone else came up with.
Fair point.
I like
then
that.
Again, I'm not sure you can judge the entire art form based on the dead white men your curriculum focuses on.
I love
Yeah.
Rose.
Shots fired, Shakespeare.
I like Rose a lot.
So, you putting me to work, or what?
Yes. If you could please take 4 plates from the cupboard and set them on the table.
You got
Or
it.
What if I can't?
Oh, Chloe, come on.
Excuse me?
She doesn't
You
get
said
sarcasm.
if I could. Never mind.
It's the same reason I didn't say my name was Chloe.
You're
Because she wouldn't
right,
have got it.
Chloe.
Oh, she thinks it's funny. Okay.
All right, Chloe. You've set the table without ruining someone's marriage before. Piece of cake.
Actually, piece of chicken a la king.
No skeletons. Lots of shiny dishes, though.
Drew, he gave us an update. Hey, Price, sorry about what I said earlier. You were only trying to help. No way. I'm sorry, Drew. I had no idea what to do. That was so fucked. It's okay. Mikey's all right. I'm all right also. He says thanks. Tell him I said hey. Will do. Oh. Ugh. All right.
I wonder if this will be the most expensive thing I've ever eaten off of. Besides my computer, of course.
Mm-mm. You don't do that. I don't
It's
eat
off
over
to
my
the
computer.
table with you.
To be served. Are you gonna move at some point or what? I need to, like, graffiti this freaking newspaper, bitch. I mean, I love you, Rose. You're amazing, but, like, bitch. Maybe if I set the table first. Be gentle. 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 Oh my god. Oh, no, Mom. Hey, Chloe, Justin Williams' mom just called me. Were you in the play tonight? I would have loved to see that. Kinda just happened. I know it was last minute. I'm glad you're doing well. It would be nice to see you tonight. Are you coming home? Please, Chloe. I miss you. Oh. Joyce, you don't deserve this.
How many cabinets do you need?
Many. This reminds me of my great-grandmother's house.
Glasses.
Although not so...
Damn. The ambers are fancy as shit.
That looks like friggin' Blue Mountain. Sheesh. My grandma collects them. Not my great-grandma who I was just talking about. My grandma. But yeah, this actually does remind me of my great-grandma's house. Like, hers isn't quite so much of an orange glow. It's more like that white kind of, like, clean thing. And it smells like grandma perfume, but, like, the expensive grandma perfume. Because my Gigi, that's what I call my great-grandma, she is all about, like, looking good for the guests.
Never realized that getting drunk could be so complicated.
What are you... Did I already take the glasses? What am I... Why did I open that if I didn't... Do I talk to Rose again?
Let's...
No, she was about to say to talk to her, so...
Plates? Check. Anything else?
Actually, could you be a dear and ask Mr. Amber what he'd like to drink with dinner?
I guess I could.
I will be a dear. Talking to James. As long as I can avoid using the words cheating and scumbag, I should be fine.
We already talked to him once. We're good. We're good. We've got this. Hey, put down the newspaper. Oh.
Something else?
Never mind. Fuck.
What's your vice, Mr. Amber?
I'm sorry?
Your wife wants to know what kind of drink you're having.
Ah, let's say sherry.
Sherry.
Okay. 1, 2...
No!
3... Sherry.
You didn't say it, James.
Comical.
Ugh.
Chloe, maybe you can help me understand something.
I'll give it a shot.
Rose and I, we're worried about Rachel. Yesterday was so unlike her. What do you suppose is going on?
Oh. Oh, I'm not going to say besides me and insinuate myself into that conversation.
Hard to say. Maybe she's rebelling against something. Or someone.
What would Rachel have to rebel against? We've given her everything she could ask for.
Any parent that says that...
Yet, I'm not sure I buy the narrative you laid out this morning in the principal's office. Rachel is not known for following along with anything she doesn't want to.
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't have concerns about your friendship, but perhaps you're exactly who Rachel needs right now as she navigates the choppy waters of adolescence.
I don't like what you're insinuating there. Like, hey, she needs to...
Thanks.
Don't say thank you. I feel like he was saying, like, he might as well get to know you. Like, Rachel might as well be with, like, a bad influence now when she's still, like, learning about adolescence before she becomes an adult and, like, it becomes her life. I just, I don't like him. Wait. Oh, right, now I have to tell her. Okay, Sherry.
Yes,
I was going to say
Chloe?
Chardonnay. That's not it.
The boss man would like a sherry.
Thank you. The glasses are in the china cabinet. You can place one at his setting.
Oh, now
How
I
am
get the
supposed
glasses.
to get to China?
Oh my god, Chloe.
Kidding. It's the fancy-looking cabinet, right?
The one I
You
opened.
got it.
Can you move? I want to do this.
Can't tag this while Rachel's mom is right there.
So what do I do?
She'd totally bust me.
I do about it? Also, can I go in here? I know there's something in here, or maybe that's the next episode. For donation. I'll be honest, the next episode I don't know a lot about. There's a reason for that, but I don't want to get into it right now. Oh, right, the glasses. My mind is all over the place today.
It's the triangle-shaped one.
Those are wine glasses, honey.
Basic shapes. Now you're speaking my language.
The bigger ones are for, like, whiskey. I think. I'm assuming. I don't know what I'm talking about, I just go from what I've observed in my life. From how people drink drinks. Please be gentle. It's tiny. Oh. Chloe! How dare you? I love you.
Yes, Chloe?
What else? Feel like I'm getting good at this.
Other than the
Only
sarcasm.
one last step. As our guest, you may do the honor of lighting the candles. The lighter is in the...
It's cool. I've got my own.
Oh.
You never know when you'll need to light a candle. Right?
You are a paragon of preparedness.
Right.
Thanks. I think.
No, that was a compliment. I just don't know whether she...
Light some candles and bless this joint up a bit.
First this,
Finally,
she moved.
Mrs. Amber has her back turned.
It was turned the whole time.
Time to fix this photo.
Ooh. I'm gonna try Dracula. I like vampires. Although, Mary Shelley is freaking modern Prometheus. Oh. Well, at least it's
I
subtle.
wonder where Rose keeps the wooden stakes.
Oh, I suck. Okay, that's kind of funny. I'm curious about the Frankenstein one. I don't know. I just felt like Dracula, but I have been reading friggin' the original, like, Mary Shelley's, not Shelby, yeah, Shelley. Fucking her version. And it's just the monster, the creature. He's so much more like Frankenstein's a fucking dick. Like, he literally creates this monster and then, like, thinks it fails, leaves, comes back, and it's alive, and he's terrified and just burns the place down. Like, this is the outcome you wanted.
Fire. What could possibly go wrong?
I know, right? Oh, okay, we're moving on. Oh, it's dinner time now. Everyone's wearing red but James. Get with the freaking program. Oh, geez, that's a late dinner. It's almost friggin' 11.
So, Chloe, are you and Rachel in any of the same classes?
Not anymore.
Not since this morning.
Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry.
Nah, that's cool. We're not.
What about that fire?
Dinner's really good, Mom.
Thank you, Rachel. The
Gotta
way
love
that
the awkward
fire
dinners.
spreads so fast. I've never heard of anything like it.
It's called a daughter's rage.
It's almost surreal. They say a fire like that could only come from a crime of passion.
Passion? What does that mean?
I don't know. You tell me.
You seemed pretty passionate the other day.
'Cause you're the DA, of course.
It's certainly troubling. The latest report from the commissioner's office suggests arson.
Arson. Why would anyone do that?
Does it count as
Any
arson
number
if you
of
didn't,
reasons.
like, want...
With everything going
I
on in the
guess.
world today, even a town like Arcadia Bay isn't immune to the ills of society.
I cannot imagine how difficult these last few years have been for you, Chloe.
Why?
Now that you and Rachel have become friends, I want you to know that our home is always open to you.
Why? Okay.
Cool.
Are you saying my home is not
Thanks.
good? My home's open to Rachel, too.
Well said, dear. It's imperative in such troubled times as these that we remember what is most important to us. Family. Family's not merely a gift. It is a responsibility. As such, those we love must be cared for and never, ever taken for granted.
Yeah, that's super true. And also remember, Rachel, that even when shit's like the lamest ever, you can always run away from whatever's bothering you. As long as you just keep calm.
An interesting philosophy, Chloe.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Not one that I would endorse, however. I favor confronting my problems head on.
Sure.
But to each their own, I suppose.
Oh, fucking blow me.
Rachel?
Crap.
Oh, no, 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 no. Wait, I'm sorry.
That's just
Say it.
a little
Say it.
inside joke we have together. No, you blow me, Rachel.
Chloe, stop.
You're the one that told me not to say anything.
I can't sit here and listen to this bullshit anymore.
Rachel!
Stop it, Dad. You're a hypocrite. Okay? I know. You lying, cheating piece of shit, motherfucker.
Excuse me?
We saw you.
Not a motherfucker. Oh,
yesterday
motherfucker.
at the Overlook.
James?
Kissing that woman.
James.
Rachel?
Rose doesn't know.
Honey, whatever you saw or think you saw, I know it's hard, but I need you to trust me.
Think we saw? Are you trying to gaslight us? There's no thinking involved. We saw you locking lips with some other woman. Best part is, she and I use the same drug dealer.
That's enough! You are not welcome here or around my daughter any longer. I know exactly what kind of person you are from the moment I saw you, and I let my wife's compassion get the better of me.
Oh?
Jeez.
What kind of person is
A
that?
delinquent. A broken girl from a broken home.
That's enough, James. I will not have you continue to speak to her like this.
Oh, I thought that later I would get a chance to, like, confront James. Whatever, I'm glad Rachel was the one who did it, but still. What are we saying?
Why can't you just tell me the fucking truth? Stop lying. Stop being a politician for 1 fucking minute. Can't you just be my dad?
Oh.
Rachel, that woman you saw, that wasn't my mistress. That was your mother.
But it still wasn't your wife. Oh no. Mikey's in the hospital.
Shadows settle on the place that you left. Our minds are troubled by
Oh, Pompadour,
the
baby.
emptiness.
Hey, Frank and
Destroy
Damon.
the
Did he just come in or did he just leave?
waste of
He just came in.
From the
Give me my money, Frank. You owe me.
perfect start to the finish line.
Ugh.
And if you're
Frank doesn't
still
like him.
breathing, you're the lucky ones. 'Cause most of us are heaving through
He's been
corrupted
marked off.
lungs. Setting fire to our insides for fun.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm fucking Ethan over there. I don't know what I should have done.
The lovers that
I'm
went
not as
wrong.
familiar with this game as the others.
Lovers that went wrong.
Bitch. Oh, Joyce came home to no daughter.
I'm just a silhouette
I'm sorry, Joyce. You don't deserve this.
on the lifeless face that you're soon.
But also, you shouldn't have moved David in so soon. I'm sorry. This is David the way he was in the beginning. It's not what you needed. Not the way he was to your kid anyway.
When you broke my chest, and if you're in love, then you are the lucky one.
He didn't like do it well, but she's still there for him.
Over someone, setting fire to our
The ashes from fire. Sarah.
Our hearts from ever missing love, but I'm forever missing him. And you caused it
in the fire. Life is Strange Before the Storm Remastered. That is the end of episode 2.